to all. I'm Haripriya, Assistant Professor, Department of Costume Design and Fashion. So, in this video, we are going to see about medical textiles. In this medical textiles, first we are going to see about disposable and extracorporeal devices in medical textiles. Exploring a single-use textiles and the life-supporting systems that defines the modern healthcare technology. So first of all, the disposable material was used in the medical textiles is considered as a disposable one. That is the mask, napkins, some other products that we are using in our day-to-day life. It is considered as a disposable one. And extracorporeal devices, which is a life supporting system. That is, if we are using a day-to-day life textile materials with the medical supporting systems, it is called as extracorporeal devices. So finally we can see in next slides also. So the disposable medical textiles, the front line of infection controls. So the core principle is disposable medical textiles are engineered for a single use application. So once it is, we can use it for one single time use, and it is mainly designed for a single use for serving as a critical barrier against the cross contamination. That is, for protecting ourselves from the infections. That is, if we are using continuously once a product, that may cause some infections to us. So that to avoid those things, we use disposable materials. So to avoid the contamination in healthcare settings. These products, predominantly manufactured from non-woven fabrics, have been indispensable across hospitals, clinics, and diagnostic centers worldwide. So it is mainly done in non-woven methods, so that it is an easy way of production, manufacturing, and it is a cost beneficiary one, so that we are going with non-woven. And there are some various techniques and various methods of using producing the non-woven for the medical textiles. Their primary advantages lies in eliminating reprocessing risk while maintaining the consistency high sterility standards. So mainly it is for using single use and the cost beneficiary. Next one is strategic benefits, guaranteed sterility with each applications. So once we are using with some other product, for every top to bottom, we can use different medical textile products, that is from napkin, tissues, mask, gloves, and then caps, whatever we need, we can go on with that. So elimination of washing and sterilizing infrastructure. So if we need to sterilize something, so if we are going with a disposable one, so we don't need to sterilize it and we don't need to wash it. So once if we use it, and we can just dispose it, but we have to dispose it in a proper way, because it is a non-woven, so that if it is needed for some precautions, we have to follow that. Next one is cost effective and high volume healthcare facilities. So mainly it concentrates on protecting ourselves from infections and some other contaminations, due to if we have some allergies, we have to maintain some precautions regarding this, so that it will consider mainly the disposable. It is a very much advantage for us. Next one is lightweight design ensures the patient and clinical comfort. So that if we are going with some lightweight products, it is mainly for comfort relevant one, and it causes many benefits for us. And if there are some products, it is mainly done for sensitive skins. Based on the skin type of the user, the products has been designed. Immediate availability without reprocessing delays, so that we can have whatever we need in which place, so it is available on all places, and based on the need we can buy the products. So it is the main advantages of this disposable medical textiles. Next one is spectrum of disposable medical products. So what is the main concept? Why we use the disposable medical products? First one is respiratory protection. Surgical mask and face shields with textile components provides essential barrier protection against the airborne pathogens and the liquid splashes during the procedures. So if we are going with a mask and some other products, it is done with the non-woven. It is having some breathable capacity, and it won't allow the pathogens to pass into it. So we can have some finishes over it, Based on the finishes, it will protect ourselves from the pathogens. Next one is patient essential, patient's care essential. Draperies, beds, bed sheets, wipes and squab ensures the hygiene during the examination procedures and daily patient care activities. So if you are if the patient is a bedridden one, they have to use daily, they use the bed sheets and bed covers, pillow covers, they use diapers, they use tissues for cleaning the process. So this is mainly concentrating on patient care. So if we go with some other tissues, it will be given with some other antimicrobial, antibacterial finishes along with some fragrance finishes, so that it gives a pleasant feel to the patient, so that they won't feel some other we are in some places. So it is psychologically, it helps the patients to make them calm. And the diapers, it is mainly used for the bedridden patients and infants for that. And if we go with the maternity ward, the patients are given with proper napkins and proper napkins and tissues for given with the fragrance finishes, so that they will feel somewhat comfortable. Next is surgical apparel. Surgical gowns, caps, show covers create a comprehensive protective barriers preventing microbes transfer in sterile environment. If we go with the surgical environment, that is in operation theaters, they use the surgical gloves, mask and gowns, so that if once we use that, we can easily dispose it, and it won't have any it will given with a antibacterial, antiviral, antimicrobial finishes, so that the patient won't get, if because they are getting operated, so that they won't get any other issues while the doctors operating them, because the based on the environment we are. So it is the main concept of surgical apparels. And then personal hygiene. Disposable gloves, diapers, and sanitary napkins provides a dignity and infection control in patient's care and personal hygiene management. So, based on the need of the user, the products has been differed. So, based on the products, when we are using, it is more comfortable and it protects us from infections. The main concept of design disposable medical products is this one. Next, material science and manufacturing excellence. So the fiber selection, primary materials, what are all the main primary materials we needed, it is given here. Next is the product technique, how we can go with nonwoven, that is a spunbond technology, and then meltblown process and components, bonding methods. Bonding is, that is meltblown and bonding methods are if we are compressing two or three materials, that is in mainly we can see in sanitary napkins. So the sanitary napkins are bond with two 4 to 5 layers of non-woven material, and it was melt and it was bonded. It is the main concept of that. And spun bond is mainly in the mask, we can see it is on that. So it is the main concept of manufacturing process. Next one is bacterial barrier infection efficiency, breathability and comfort. Those things are the main concept of producing those ones. And must prevent the bacterial barrier efficiency, must prevent the penetrations of microorganisms sized of 0 to 3 microns and larger meetings. And it is given with some standard values, that is ASTM F2101 standards for surgical gowns and drapes. If we are using some products, it was given with some standard values. So based on the standard only, the product has been manufactured and it was tested, and it is given with some certified product. If it is certified one, it should come under this standard, that is ASTM F2101. That is a standard for bacterial barrier efficiency. Next one is breathability and comfort. The optical moisture vapor transmissions rate ensures the clinical comfort during the extended procedure while maintaining the barrier integrity. If we are using some mask, it should be more comfortable to the wearer, and it will have some breathability capacity, so that only we can easily breathe, but it won't allow the microbes to inhale. So next one is fluid resistancy. Hydrophobic treatment resists blood stains and bodily fluid penetrations under pressure, critical or high risk procedures. Mainly it is concentrated, this is mainly for the wound care, and then for the napkins, sanitary napkins, it is mainly concentrated on fluid resistancy. Next one is mechanical properties. Aquatic tear and tensile strength, adequate tear, which means if it is get easily teared, it won't be given for some other supporting materials. So adequate tear and tensile strength. Tensile strength means it is to have some strength to bear what is the pressure given to that and prevent contemporary donning improvement and contact with sharp instruments. So if you are going with some surgeries with plates, screws in the knee and bones joint places, so that we use mechanical properties inside it, so that it will give some support to the place to avoid to get better results. Next one is biocompatibility. Non-toxic, non-irritating materials compatible with sterilizing methods, ETO, gamma radiation, steam without material degradation, so that it won't get any affected by any other outsources, so that we have to avoid those things. So extracorporeal devices, engineering life support. Extracorporeal devices represents the medical system deployed outside the body to support and temporarily replace to the critical biological functions. Medical textiles forms the core of membranes, fibers and structural components that are enable these life-saving technologies. So this is somewhat the patients how we using the annual places, it was given here. Next one is, so a key extracorporeal system. So why we mainly concentrate, first one is artificial kidney. So it is done with hollow fiber bundles with precise molecular weight for selective toxin removal using while retaining the essential proteins. So the main concept is the some artificial organs are made with medical textiles, so that it will provide some support to the user. Mainly they are using with they are having issues in that particular organs. So first one is artificial kidney. Hemodialysis membrane. It is done with hollow fiber bundles with precise molecular weight cut off for selective toxin removal. So it is somewhat supporting the kidney to have a filtration process. So mainly it is the first starting point. Next one is liver support system. Detoxifying devices utilizing the albumin based dialysis and specialized absorbent membranes for toxin removal in the acute liver failure. So it is somewhat a small starting problem in the liver. This extracorporeal system, that is the liver, artificial liver, will support in the first basic stage of issues. Next one is membrane oxygenators. Gas exchanging membranes in hearts, lungs, machines provides temporary respiratory system during the cardiac surgery, enabling complete cardiopulmonary bypass. So it is the membrane is oxygen. So mainly it is done with the artificial heart and lungs. So it is somewhat supporting for the respiratory process. Next one is blood purification. Hemopurification and plasma separation system employing the micropresence membranes for theoretical emphasis and plasma exchange procedures. So mainly this is concentrated in supporting the system for plasma. Okay. So materials and membranes in extracorporeal technology, that is mainly with blood introduction, membrane interface, waste removal, blood return. So those things we have already seen about in artificial kidney, artificial liver and those things. So these are all some of the materials, fibers we go on with using this one. So what is the future of the medical textiles? Emerging the innovations, nano engineered membranes and smart disposable biodegradable material, 3D printed structures, AI integrated system, transformative impact. So those things are somewhat small parts. It is mainly concentrating on improving the healthcare of the human beings. Thank you.